Hey everybody, it's Ryan from Pi Records, and I'm here with Marcelo from Los Tormentos. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, Ryan?
Very good. I wanted to say I checked you guys out. There's a thread or topic, Los Tormentos on YouTube, where there's tons of your music. I saw Cecilia Ann on there, and many others. And I got to say, you really keep the element of traditional surf alive. It was so good to hear.
Thank you, Mike.
So why don't you introduce yourself and tell me what you play in the band?
Okay, I am Marcelo from Los Tormentos from Buenos Aires, Argentina. We are a surf band. We're doing 20 years non-stop. Actually, we're doing the anniversary next week.
Yeah, I saw
big
that.
show. We're bringing down from the USA Chris Barfield from the Huntington Cats, a band we quite like a lot, and a local band is doing the band as a band for him. And we've been around 20 years. That's quite a lot to say. Getting a band together is one thing, but maintaining it through time, it's another. We play surf music, mainly instrumental, but we do a couple of songs that we sing. And well, I think that's it. We are a semi-traditional band with a kind of punk approach.
Yeah.
We all came down. We are all sons of punk music, you know.
Yeah.
We've been listening to Ramones and Damned and all that kind of stuff when we were kids, and into our middle age for something. We started this band when we were around 29, 30 years, and we've been rolling since.
Awesome. Well, this is going to be a big show for you. This the 20th anniversary. I see you promoting it everywhere, and it was really good. I think I saw Papu is going to be there.
Papu is Papu and Los Fantásticos Reverberantes. It's the name of the band. I know in English it sounds like something. But it's the fantastic reverberated ones.
Oh,
Los Fantásticos Reverberantes are gonna be the band for Chris Barfield, you know.
He has a really good song called Another Summer Song.
Another Summer Song, exactly. That was his main band. They are not together right now. They split up. Was called Los Cajunas.
Yeah,
and we were the two main bands during this era of surf music in Buenos Aires, a place with no beach. So you can start to understand what kind of thinking we got.
I hear it's an amazing city, though.
It is a cosmopolitan city. It is a very beautiful city. It's a difficult place to live in Argentina. We are in a crisis, an economical crisis right now, and but we've been in an economical crisis since I was born, and probably before that. But yeah, it's a beautiful city. You should come down sometime.
I would love
good wine, good meats, good, excellent girls.
There's a particular girl that plays surf guitar down there.
Didi.
Yeah.
Didi Ray. Yeah. She's in Chile, I think now.
Oh, okay.
That's a country.
Yeah.
Beside us.
So tell me a little bit about how you would describe your music for somebody who was going to go searching for your music, and what are they going to expect?
Okay. Well, the first thing you can know about surf music is what I've been saying to everyone from the beginning is like, have you seen Pulp Fiction? Okay, have you seen da na 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 na? That's Mr. Lou. That's Dick Dale, the king of the surf guitar, and we're his disciples. And that was my bread and butter to explain what kind of music we're doing. Surf music was born in California in the early 60s. before the Beatles came down and broke everything, and the surfboards were normal. But it was born at an age, but it kept on going through the years, and mainly you can find anywhere in the world a surf band. You can tell me, for example, any country, and I'll tell you which band there is. We are like the main band down here of that kind of music, and what you can expect from this kind of music, it's a rat rod going at high speed at night to a party in the beach with a great bonfire, a little beer, and the search for the perfect wave. That's what you should expect from us.
Now, you said let me pick a country for you. France.
In France, Les Agamenons.
Yeah, yeah.
quite good band, yeah.
Yeah.
And we played for guys from France that were amazing, with a UFO on the cover. I'm sorry.
Les Robots.
I'm sorry.
Les Robots.
Les Robots. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Well, there are a lot of bands. I don't know, but this is a kind of little square that's all around the world. You know what I mean? It's like a little play field that a lot of people love to play in. And we've been friends with a lot of bands in Brazil. We've toured Mexico. We've toured Europe. And the good thing about not having lyrics is that it's kind of universal language. But the music is a universal language, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, you can understand each other, and you can communicate to other audiences that are not speaking your mother tongue in a different way. You know what I mean? That's quite interesting from this kind of instrumental rock or surf or whatever it is. You know,
that seems to be a common thread amongst instrumental artists, that they can communicate through the music rather than language. You know,
definitely.
So is this 20th anniversary show, is it like a festival with a lot of bands, or is it more...
No, it's just us, and Chris Barfield is opening the night. He wanted to come down here. He was coming anyway. He was about to do something with Papu. I think we were going to do some recording, but that was just an excuse. He wanted to travel. And when he found out that we are doing the show, he was going to come down here. I think it was in December, or early December or late November, something like that. And when he found out 28th October is going to be our anniversary, he said, "Man, I want to go down there." And I say, "Wow, man, Chris Barfield want to come and open the show." I'm a little embarrassed that I'm playing after him, because he's one of my all-time heroes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he really wanted to come it's an honor for us, him opening. It was, in fact, we were playing a Huntington Cat song that we're still playing 20 years after, from the very early days of Tormentos. So it's kind of, magic that happened in a strange kind of way that I wouldn't even imagine being in a band for 20 years. Let's start with that. And then the guy you were playing the music, his music, I mean, is coming to open the show for you. It's an amazing life. I don't know what to say.
That's got to be a really, really, really satisfying feeling that he thinks enough of your band to come down and play with you.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. One of my all-time heroes, man. But we have done this before. We did the backup band for Danny Amis from Los Straight Jackets, same thing. But we did the backing band for him, and we did 2 tours in South America, and 3 tours in South America. And it was an amazing experience playing with that kind of guitar player. That was definitely our sound was based. This punk approach I was talking earlier was based definitely on Los Straight Jackets and the Southern Pilgrims band. I love definitely the guitar player has passed away. I think this year.
Oh,
It
Dave.
was sad because I used to think sometime in some tour we would join forces and play a show together. But well, it didn't happen. But those were the two main bands. We were the Southern Pilgrims, and Los Straight Jackets was like getting the surf back, but with a little modern sound. The sound actually is vintage, no? But
Yeah.
the approach is a little bit faster and a little bit thicker.
Yeah. A funny story for me. I was getting tattooed in 2002. I was getting my knuckles done, actually. It's my daughter's name.
Okay.
So I went in, and the tattoo artist asked me what I would like to listen to, and I said, "Do you have any surf music?" And he put Lost Street Jackets on.
Excellent.
So that
excellent. Los Straight Jackets is one of my all-time favorites.
So tell me the difference between playing in Buenos Aires as opposed to somewhere like Mexico City.
What are differences, you mean?
Yeah.
It's quite different countries. I mean, we are both Latin. We can understand each other pretty well because this Latin thing, you know, the kind of the lifestyle and the things you do and the things you say, we're pretty common. But there's a big difference between the audiences. Mexicans are wild. It's amazing to play in Mexico. I love it. Argentinians are wild, but they dance more.
Okay.
Mexicans just go crazy. I love them. I love playing Mexico. We got really good friends down there. Lost Acapulco. I don't know if you know the band.
Yeah.
It's one of maybe the most popular band of surf music. They got a really big scene down there. There's a lot of bands. There's a lot of people going to shows of surf, specifically surf music, you know. And bueno, Sonido Gallo Negro. No, I don't know if you know the band. It's a cumbia band, but it's kind of like it's not like the cumbia, the happy cumbia, you know, like it's like a satanic ritual on cumbia. Something amazing. You gotta see that show, man. And they got another band. It's called Los Tormentos. That's only spaghetti western music. Okay. I also love deeply in my heart. And I think they're very different cities and very different way to approach a concert. But we're both Latin, so I repeat, I love going to Mexico.
Awesome. Now I see behind you, you have quite a collection of records. Is that
definitely? I'm a record geek. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. I have a collection of a lot of different music. I don't know. First one on the line.
Ah, yeah.
Well, we got a lot of different stuff. I don't know. Johnny Hooker, a little blues, and I love this kind of stuff. Let me see. Where is my opa?
Henry
The great late Henry. I love lounge and I love exotica sounds, Lex Baxter, that kind of stuff. I'm a geek, yeah. And I really love playing. I really love listening to music. I really love searching new sounds, you know.
Yeah.
I've got in my routine what I call the artist of the week. Okay. There's some discovery you get this week, and I hear it, and I hear it, and I hear it, and I hear it till there is no more, and then to the next artist of the week. So it's always fun and a pleasure to encounter something new that you didn't that it didn't get in your way before, you know.
Yeah, when I find a new band, I obsess over them. I listen to them over and over.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm obsessed with it. and a search for everything the band has done or recorded or whatever.
Yeah.
Right now it's much more easier. These records there's a lot of records that has been with me since I was a kid. And at the time, right now you have the library of Alexandria in your hand, you know?
Yes.
Anything you want to know, you got it like in seconds.
Yeah.
At the time was like, and imagine in Argentina, on, as we say, the ass of the word. we were so long that you can only depend on what was printed down here. I mean, no,
Yeah.
or someone getting your records from going to the States or Europe or whatever. You know what I mean? And getting access to this information was much more difficult on those days. So right now it's a pleasure to just and you get whatever you want.
Yeah. Have you ever come to any of the festivals in the States?
No, we've never been with Tormentos to the States.
It would be great.
That's a thing we gotta do, but with 3,000 pesos, $1.
Really?
Now it's kind of impossible. Yeah, we're in the middle of economical crisis, heavy, deep one. I think we're gonna do better in the next years, but right now we can't even go to, I don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely not Europe and definitely not the States, but we love to do it.
You know, there's a, I don't want to say economic crisis here, but petroleum will go up like 50 US cents and then it'll come down 20 cents and then go back up.
Well, at least it come down. Down here, when the gas goes up, it stays up. It stays there. It never went down.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and it's it seems to happen like every 20 years. There's like a big there's a big demand for it, and
you're
like
it should be going other ways than still relying on petrol.
Yeah, I agree.
Aren't we? But we're still stuck down there. So
so you have an absolute giant catalog of music. Tell me what, I mean, every band grows and gets better. How would you compare yourselves now to 20 years ago when you started?
Well, we were young punks trying to do surf music. I think we are in a more mature state, definitely. We perfect our blows and strikes through the permanent permanently doing things, you know.
Yeah.
And playing it for. It's strange how it sounds. We're rehearsing right now for the 20 years, and we're getting out of the drawers old songs that have been important at some time for the band, you know. And it's kind of. I'm sorry. We were talking with the guitar player earlier, Nacho, that it is strange to keep on playing that kind of music, those songs, I mean, and they're still working.
Yeah.
That's good, huh?
Yeah.
Because you've gotten better, no? The song is just the same. It's like a little box with a little rap that has been down there for the last 20 years. But when you get it out, you do it again, and it works, I think it means that the song was good to start with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that gave us some strange pleasure of we knew where we were going.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
That's some people would call that destiny. You were destined to play that kind
Definitely,
of music.
I was playing. See, coincidence? I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling about Chris Barfield going playing his song, and then he playing with us. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Marcelo, I want to thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on your 20th anniversary, and I know it's going to be a great show. I look forward to seeing videos of it on your Facebook page, which I'm sure you'll have. And is there anything else you'd like to add or that I may have not asked about?
Not really. I want to thank you for the interview. We'll do the rig thing.
Yeah,
We'll show you our rig, and we'll send you a couple of songs. In the meantime, well, you can find us everywhere on the net. You know, Instagram, Facebook,
yeah,
all that kind of crap. And you can have us on Spotify and all the platforms, music hearing platforms. You can easily, the name of the band, everybody calls us Los Tormentos down here, Los,
yeah,
but the name is De Tormentos, THA, like a classic surf band, isn't it?
yeah.
But you can find us anywhere on the net, and I really thank you for this interview. And hope you can get down here sometime
I would
to get
love
some
it.
good red wine.
Oh yeah. I want to ask you something.
Yeah, shoot.
Being from a punk rock background, do you think adding the to the beginning of your name just makes it more special? You know, like the Ramones, the Germs.
Yeah, it's a kind of tradition, isn't it? It was
Yeah,
on the first stage we were trying to emulate these bands, these self bands, and every band has the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, the
yeah,
Ramones, the Damned. It's always there, but it's stuck in the audience. In here in Argentina, we're called Los Tormentos.
yeah.
Everybody calls us Los Tormentos. But yes, it has something of that, definitely.
And not only that, but a lot of bands all over the world use the prefix "los." So the Latin countries really had an influence on this music.
Definitely, yeah, it was pretty popular all around the world at the time. With a friend, we are quite fond to try to discover the bands that were at the time, you know, in the early 60s. In all Latin America, I got an Uruguayan friend called Leonardo Bianco. He's quite a collector. You can find us you can find him in as El Psicodélico in IG, and he's a record collector. It's like when you he's from Uruguay. When you go to his home, it's like amazing. There's a room only with vinyls and two tables. You know,
Yeah,
it's amazing the kind of digging in almost a how you call it archaeological way that
yeah,
that he has done with a lot of records, a lot of very impressive records of semi-unknown bands. You know, that were just
yeah,
they pressed just a single or maybe they 10 inches. You know,
yeah.
they didn't do much, but they were doing stuff in Argentina, in Uruguay, in Chile, in Brazil, in Peru. Peru's got a lot of bands. You know, Los Saicos.
No,
Go and find it. That was the first punk band in the world in the 60s. They were screaming. There was military dictatorships all around South America. Peru was not yet. And they were singing, Nos gusta volar estaciones de tren. Demoler, demoler, demoler. That's, we like to blow up the train station. Let's blow it, let's blow it, let's blow it. With militaries all around, you know? And then
yeah.
go and find Los Saicos. It's written SAICO.
Okay.
That's like a psycho, but written badly in Spanish. That's a very quiet band. Actually, it's considered the first punk band in the world. It was in Peru in *62.
Oh wow. I just thought of one last question.
Yeah,
Okay.
all was you. I'm having a good time.
Oh, me too. Me too. So you I guess around what 61, 62, surf music started, and then you mentioned the Beatles came and broke it up.
And yeah,
What do you think would be the state of rock music if the Beatles didn't happen and surf music continued?
I don't know. Anyway, it was like a trend, you know, like a fashion state. I don't know how to say it, but I think it maybe would have lasted, or maybe not. Maybe it would have just another band would come. You remember at the time there was like stages where you can do or use and abuse this kind of bands, you know, just like for a couple of years, and then we'll go on to something else. I can't imagine rock and roll without the Beatles. I'm a Beatles fan. I'm a Stones fan. All the British wave, I love it. It was like English people getting back American people their roots. It was like sucking the blues and give it back like another version, a modern version of it. It was quite interesting because in that sense, the blues kept on going. You know what I mean? In other forms, you know, ideas forms ideas that forms ideas, you know? And you know the theory of the memes? Not the memes like in the internet. There was a there was some philosophical guy in I can't remember his name right now, and in the turn of the last century, 20th century, that proposed that ideas are live entities, some kind of live entities that live through us. You know what I mean? They use us to keep on living. The more persons the think about this idea, and it could be a song, it could be a book, it could be a state of mind, and these entities keep on living through us. It's like a torch that you pass to the next one and the next one, and the more people who like or promote this idea, the stronger it is, and the stronger it will. Let's take that to the genres. The blues kept on living with that. Surf music kept on living with people that discovered those records and started playing it again on their own system, or where we're geeks on the rig, no? We love the guitars, the amps, the Fender thing, the reverb, all the stuff. It's a music that you can do it anyway, and it kept on living. I mean, going through people through from the 60s to the who would have thought on the 60s on the beach that this music will still be played like 50, 60 years after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
Thank you so much, Marcelo. It was a real pleasure meeting you, and
Definitely.
I encourage everybody to check them out on YouTube, and I'll put the links below, and for Facebook, and thank you so much. Have a great 20th anniversary show.
Thank you so much for the interview. It has been quite fun.